The book's definition of chain migration is migration of people to a specific location because relatives or members of the same nationality previously migrated there. I found a National Geographic article that had a pretty close definition to that, but it built upon it. It stated that chain migration results in migration fields, the clustering of people from a specific region into certain neighborhoods or small towns. Now this struck a chord within me, and it reminded me distinctly of Brookfield, Wisconsin, because there is a migration field in Brookfield, Wisconsin, causing more Asians to come to this area, clustering in that region. Now, later in the article from National Geographic, it talks about the impacts of migration, and it explicitly says, as people move, their cultural traits and ideas diffuse along with them, creating and modifying cultural landscapes. Now, what this has done to the area in Brookfield is the creation of the modern Milwaukee Chinese school, the one that I actually attend on Saturdays, or Sundays, my bad. So because of this migration field and this clustering of a nationality, it can change the cultural landscape of the area. Now, we can look at more distinct, more broader examples of immigration. For example, in the early to mid 1900s, 20th century, many immigrants from Europe came to America, specifically through Ellis Island. Now, with that, they came to have better jobs and make better livings, and once they did that, once they achieved that, they told all of their friends back in their hometowns, back in Europe, and all of their friends and family members came along with them, causing a chain migration. Now, this can also be seen in Asia right now. Because America is such a huge market for skilled labor, many Asians have come over here to get better jobs. And it's pretty much the same principle. What happens is they come over, they make a good living, and they tell all of their friends to come over, friends and family, causing all of these migration clusters and what is inevitably a brain drain from the country that people are migrating from. So unlike chain migration, there was no definition in the book for cyclic movement, but I found one online that stated, cyclic movement is movement that has a closed route that is repeated annually or seasonally. Now this could be anything from going to school, because going to school is a closed route that is repeated annually, all the way to something like the slave trade. Hundreds of years ago, that was a closed route and repeated annually or seasonally. On a lighter note, another example could be vacations, specifically the one I take to China almost perennially. Now that we know these concepts, we can apply them to real-world scenarios. Now that you know what chain migration is and cyclic movement, we can confirm the Illuminati.